Yo, what is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here, and welcome back. And I hope you guys are enjoying your nice and really relaxed Sunday morning. It's a Sunday morning right now. It's about 9:30 a.m. And just want to do this quick video. So this is going to be a quick talk about WWE. And I know I don't really do these kind of videos. Usually, I do a broadcast with Canadian Yorker. But there's a lot of topics outside, like besides of talking about Friday Night SmackDown, besides talking about Monday Night Raw. There's so many topics I like to talk about, but it's just like sometimes me and Canadian Yorker can't talk about it in the broadcast. So for now on, I think I'll be doing some short videos, sharing my thoughts on the situation and stuff like that because there's some stuff going on. For example, after Becky Lynch won the Elimination Chamber, all the Liv Morgan fans, they're upset. They're saying that, Liv Morgan got robbed. It should have been Liv Morgan versus Rhea at WrestleMania, and then they just started a Cody trend. We want Liv, they want Liv Morgan that bad in the championship picture against Rhea Ripley, and it got so bad that Liv fans actually wish that Becky Lynch's daughter go wish that Becky Lynch's daughter gets killed or something like that. So it was like a death threat to Becky Lynch's daughter, which is unbelievable. Like why? Like why? So it got out of hand. Liv Morgan fans saying that Liv got robbed. It's a better storyline than Becky. I was gonna do a video about that, sharing my thoughts because I'm more of like towards Becky in this whole thing, but and you all know I've been waiting for a Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley feud for so long, and the fans are saying, oh, why are they pushing Becky? She's boring. Oh, but look, I don't have any hate towards Liv Morgan, and I've seen comments from Becky Lynch fans saying that, oh, Liv Morgan's a slut. It's horrible, like holy moly, and then like Liv Morgan doesn't deserve shit, and at one point, at some point, I do want to talk about it, but right now I want to talk about another topic. But I will definitely let you guys know what my perspective is for the whole, Liv Morgan fans upset, Becky Lynch, pissed off that Liv Morgan fans are butthurt, and my situation and my perspective of the whole thing and my thoughts on the whole, like who should face Rhea or whatever. But that's gonna be a video coming up in a couple days. But today I just want to talk about another topic, Bayley. So you all know how me and Canadian Yorker talked about how Bayley turned face finally, and Damage Control is gonna turn on her, and what she got turned, and and here comes Dakota Kai. You can't trust this girl, Dakota Kai. You can't trust this girl because she has known history for betraying her partners or friends, whatever, allies. But that's what happened this past Friday, which I will hopefully do a broadcast tonight with hopefully I do a broadcast tonight, talking about it with Canadian Yorker. But Dakota Kai turned on Bayley. It was supposed to be Dakota Kai and Bayley versus Asuka and Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane. But Dakota Kai didn't get the tag, turning on Bayley. Bayley's all alone. It was I believe it was a 4-on-1 assault on Bayley, and I'm like, everyone knew this was gonna happen. Dakota Kai's history of betraying her friends and stuff. First Tegan Knox, Raquel Rodriguez, and now Bayley. This brings us back to like her NXT days, like hopefully, yeah, her NXT days. Um, but the topic I want to talk about is like because Bailey is alone. What are her possible allies in this? Like I want to talk about her potential allies in this. Because then people are like, and I totally agree what people say online. Oh, it's gonna be hard for Bailey to, find an ally because when she was on Damage Control, when Bailey was on Damage Control, she made so many enemies in the women's locker room. Shotzi, for example, Bailey taunted her and cut her hair. Becky Lynch, Bianca, there's a lot of people in the back that she made enemies with, and people are like, oh no, it's not gonna be easy. And and I said this before, Bayley straight up is in a Jey Uso situation. Getting kicked out of the group, moving to well, Bayley didn't change brands yet, but I can see no one's gonna trust Bayley at all. And it's gonna build up for someone to like trust Bayley again. How Jey Uso was when he got kicked out of the Bloodline. He went back to Raw. Drew McIntyre doesn't like Jey Uso. He had his issues with Kevin Owens. But afterwards, I think Kevin Owens kind of whatever showed respect to Jey Uso. After that tag team championship match, when Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso were tag team champions, like, facing against Kevin Owens and Sammy. I think there was a meet and respect. Kevin Owens and Jey Uso shook hands. That's when Kevin Owens moved to SmackDown. But you get the gist of it, guys. Bayley is in a Jey Uso situation. It's gonna take some time to get used to, and then she's probably gonna try to make amends with the people she turned her back on. But I want to talk about who could possibly um, ally with Bayley. Like, Bayley needs help. She needs backup. Another suggestion was that she was going to go solo. Edge getting kicked out of the Judgment Day, and after that, Edge actually went solo against the Judgment Day. Besides getting help from Dominic Mysterio, who joined Judgment Day, and then Rey Mysterio, and besides of getting help by his wife, Beth, Phoenix. So Bayley could go that path and just deal with Damage Control by herself. But I just want to talk about potential, allies. So the big one, people can call me crazy, but it's actually an option, Bianca Belair. So Bianca Belair, I think, could be an ally to Bayley. The history between Bayley and Bianca. They have feuded for so many years now. They're rivals. They kind of hate each other. I don't know if they kind of hate each other. I don't know if they would have like a, Cody and Seth's hate relationship back in the day. But they feuded a lot, Bayley and Bianca. This is the reason why I think Bianca could be a possible ally. It's just that, I think that, it's just, yes, they had history. They faced so many times. But I think at the end of the day, they make amends, and you just move on and help each other. For example, Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, they hated each other. They had this great rivalry, and then they made amends together. They made amends after that rivalry. Well, 3 times Cody Rhodes beat Seth Rollins. They hated each other's guts, and now they're friends. Another example, Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair, they feuded a lot in the past. They kind of, they feuded a lot, they trash talk, but, afterwards, they made amends. They made amends at SummerSlam when Bayley made her return. Becky was on Bianca's side, and after that, they just teamed. Same thing could happen to Bianca. That's the reason why I think Bianca could be a possible, ally to Bayley. But the only issue is, yes, it's going to be only 2 on 4. It's just a number games. But I think Bianca Belair will, make amends. It's like, whatever. My enemy is your enemy. They're going to make amends just like Bianca did with Becky. The way that Cody and Rhodes and Seth Rollins did. So Bianca is on my list for who I think is going to help Bayley against Damage Control. Number 2. I just don't think there's a lot of options for the, Bayley rivalry. But I think Jade Cargill could be a possibility. Knowing there was a segment between Jade and Io Sky in the backstage, they were just staring a hole at each other, like, holy shit. Jade could start a feud with Damage Control, and then she could just help Bayley. I think the only time Jade and Bayley came across was in the Royal Rumble. I'm not sure, but Jade could be a possibility after eyeing Io Sky and Damage Control in the backstage this past Friday Night SmackDown, which, like I said before, hopefully I'm gonna do a broadcast tonight for you guys with Canadian Yorker. But I think Jade Cargill is going to be an option. So I got Bianca and Jade, but like I said, the number of games is gonna be an issue. Number 3. So number 3. I don't know, because this person might just go to AEW, but I've seen a lot of people online saying, oh, it's going to be Sasha Banks. It's going to be Sasha Banks helping Bayley, coming back, But I'm not sure because, Sasha Banks, I think she's already said she's going to AEW. Sasha Banks definitely could be an option. Maybe it could be a surprise entrance. Maybe she does come back and help Bayley. Who knows? And on top of that, I saw online that maybe it might be Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, knowing Alexa Bliss, she has history against damage control. You know, and then there's Naomi. Naomi is actually good friends with Bayley, but Naomi, I don't know if she would help. But like I said, there's a lot of options. Like I said, there's a lot of dream tag teams with Bayley that Bayley could have. But like I said, it takes time for the people that she turned her back on to, forgive her. Like I said before, Becky Lynch. Yeah, I know Becky Lynch is on Raw, but how fitting would it be? I mean, I don't know if they actually tagged together again. It might have been a long time ago on NXT or something like that. But imagine if Becky Lynch put her, motion aside and forgive Bayley, and then Bayley and Becky team. That's just a absolute thriller of a tag team right there. Becky Lynch and Bayley. But I don't think it's going to happen since they're not on the same brand. But I would like to see that in the future, if Bayley made amends with her and they are on the same brand, maybe. One of the two women's horsemen, Charlotte Flair, she's obviously hurt, torn ACL. Imagine if she came back, Bayley would still face those two team together. I believe they did in the past. I can't remember. And imagine if Sasha Banks. Imagine if all the four horsemen women came back and helped Bayley. Bayley, Becky, Charlotte Flair, and Sasha Banks. That would be insane. All four of them against damage control. That would be crazy. Obviously Charlotte Flair has history with damage control. Becky Lynch has history. Sasha Banks, the rumor saying that she's gonna come back, but who knows? But yeah. But anyways, that would do it for this video. Don't want to talk about this topic too much. I'm pretty sure I'll be talking about it more on my broadcast if I do it with Canadian Yorker tonight. You'll see me sharing my thoughts to him on broadcast. But anyways, like I said, I don't really do these talks. I usually do a broadcast. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. My name is Bruin Steele. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't done so, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't checked out my friend Canadian Yorker's YouTube, it'll be in the description of this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. See you later.